3, 2, 1.
When people were trading in gold. Gold was heavy to carry around, so people stored the actual metal in vaults and traded receipts instead. Those receipts were the first paper money. Since only a few people would withdraw their gold at any given time, the vault owners, basically the new bankers, began creating receipts for more metals than they actually held. They loaned out those receipts and charged interest on money, gold, that they didn't really have. That's how our so-called fractional reserve system was born.
What's happening? It's your boy Signs for the Conscious Mind coming back to y'all with another video. You understand me? 1 second. It's that good old can of syrup with the Sprite you did with the Mary Jane, because we gonna get into it. So as y'all seen from the little clip, what the theme is, what we about to get ready to talk about, because a lot of people don't know what money really is. And Henry Ford said in 1922, when the nation actually find out what money in the banking monetary system and all that type of stuff really is, they fear it's going to start a revolution. And a lot of people is starting to understand what money really is and starting to become woke to it. This is why cryptocurrency start coming out the blue, and you got whispers in the wind of digital currency and stuff like that. When in reality, your currency is already digital, because all they do is type in the amount on a computer that's linked to your card and your bank account, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't rocket science. Like, if they wanted to, they can stop printing money tomorrow and just do everything on card if they want to. But there's steps and process to things. They're working on it, but there's steps they have to do. They have to prime everybody. They have to get everybody ready in order to do that. So, with that being said, Signs are for the conscious mind. I got a lot of gems for y'all today. Let's get into it. I ain't about to hold y'all up.
The way it works is that the Federal Reserve, or the central bank in any country, is legally allowed to determine the amount a bank must have on reserve. In the U.S., it's currently around 10%. So if you deposit $10,000 into the bank sets aside 10%, or $1,000, and then loans out the rest of your money. The way it works is, say another person comes into the bank and asks for a car loan of $9,000. At this moment, the bank loans out the $9,000 from your original deposit. It isn't there anymore. The borrower then pays the person selling the car, and they go deposit the money into another bank, which is part of the same central banking system. This $9,000 is treated as a new deposit, and the process continues. The money gets redeposited and reloaned until the initial deposit of $10,000 becomes $100,000. The banking system just created $90,000 by loaning out your...
Told you we deal with conspiracy facts over here. Conspiracy is a... Man, y'all do the research. I already told y'all what the fuck a conspiracy is. Y'all think that shit is like a fairy tale or some shit. You got a conspiracy theory is when somebody think there's a conspiracy going on, and then you got conspiracy facts when niggas know some shit going on, and we sitting here putting shit in y'all faces. Like, and then what's crazy is these people even admit it and put it in your faces and still doing this shit. Like, so y'all just seen the 1700s, how they did it with the receipt and the gold and shit like that. Now you fast forward it, now you see how the banks is doing it. It's the same shit, the same thing. This is why I told y'all, nothing changed. All they did was just redeclarate redecorate the outside, but keep the inside of the machine still going and staying the same, bro. It's the same shit. Same shit. It's like a car. When they first made the car, you got the basics: the engine, the gas, the tires, the frame. You know what I'm saying? The steering wheel. You got the basic shit of a car. Only thing changes on a car is the damn outside. When shit go from box to bubble, bubble to box, and they just start changing the outside. They might tweak the engine a little bit, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But it's still the basis underneath all this bullshit. Same shit with the Matrix, man. Peak game, signs are for the conscious mind. Let's go.
In 1910, representatives from the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Morgans, and other private bankers gathered secretly to draft the legislation that would create the Federal Reserve. I found it revealing that in the same year the Federal Reserve was founded, 1913, the Internal Revenue Service was also established. An income tax was then instigated so you and I would have to pay the politicians' debt plus interest to the bankers.
So, with that being said, yeah, I had to flick the lights on. But Woodrow Wilson, President Woodrow Wilson. I think that's his name. But look, hey, I told y'all how this indigenous American awareness and consciousness that I've been dropping on y'all ties into this whole matrix scheme of things, y'all. Peep game, signs are for the conscious mind. All these pieces to this puzzle fit together to make one big ass. You did? Woodrow Wilson. I'm hoping I'm saying this man's name right, because I really don't feel like going back to seeing if I got his name right. But anyways, he's one of the people that's responsible for the Indian Removal Act. So before you can put a matrix and a system into play on foreign lands that ain't yours, what do you have to do to the natives who land and resources and everything which literally belongs to them? You have to enslave them. You have to separate the elders from the kids. You have to put the kid into the indoctrination school institute, the schooling system. And you have to brainwash them into believing that they are from a whole nother place. So therefore, they are stripped from their inheritance and birthright. Then you got the $5 Indians who creeps up over and pay $5 for that heritage and stuff like that. Boom. Now they own the land. Now they can put the matrix into play. You understand me? This is, I'm connecting the dots for y'all. Signs are for the conscious mind. Keep up with me. I'm telling you. So these folks took a matrix system from the Vatican, the Roman Empire, and they just put it into play. This very system that we in, plenty of prophets before us, such as Yahshua, or aka Jesus, as they want to tell the story of. This is why he flipped the table over on the Roman Catholics and all them like that, because they was trying to put everybody into a matrix system. They was trying to put them in chains, y'all. Peep game. But anyways, it's a cold, crooked game. These folks are cartels. These are your mob bosses. These are the cartels, y'all. I just wanted to get on here, drop my little 2 cents. I don't want to hold y'all up or anything like that, but really peep game, peep signs, and then at the end of the video, we're gonna have a final thought. And so with this final thought, feel free to comment in the comments below. I read and react to everybody's comments, or you can hit me up on my IG, or, just holler at your boy. Signs for the conscious mind is keep this thing rolling.
Central banks are banking cartels which have gone into partnership with the respective governments in the countries where they operate. And they've been given monopolistic power over the creation of the nation's money supply. That's what the politicians handed to them as a gift, you might say, for the partnership. Now, in return, what do the bankers do for the politicians? They promise to create money out of nothing, now that they've got this legal power to do it anytime the government needs it. And since 2008, we've witnessed the greatest fake money printing run in recorded history. This financial sleight of hand disguises the costs, hides who's to blame, and leaves us as debt slaves working to pay off the bill.
So I'm going to tell y'all something too. There's a reason why. Hold on, let me go and set this up because we about to get into it. Okay. There's a reason why they're printing so much money and stimulus checks and cutting all these PPP loans and all these grants, and they just giving money away. If y'all go right now and type in what is the value of the $1 bill, and then y'all do y'all research on inflation, then y'all take a look back in the 1920s and all these videos that I'm posting about money and the Great Depression and all this other shit about banking and Federal Reserves and all these folks now. Peak game, man. Signs for the conscious mind.
Catherine Austin Fitts is an expert on this issue. She was an Assistant Secretary of Housing and Urban Development under President George Bush Sr., and then an advisor to the Clinton administration.
Let's set up a game of Monopoly, and you want to buy Park Place. What I can continually do is just print money, give myself more money, lower the value of your money by printing more. No matter how hardworking you are or how successful you are, I can always end up buying you for free.
So how come if you or I make up money, it's called counterfeiting? But if the banks do it, it's increasing the money supply?